so much for coming and doing this little podcast with us. I know we're a small channel,
Yeah, no
but we're
problem.
trying to reach out there. So
Yeah.
good on you.
Mhm.
Community service.
Yeah. Community service. Got it.
So let's just break the ice. Let's all just kind of go around and say, what's our favorite current video game right now? I can start. Right now,
All right.
I'm playing Overwatch
Ooh.
like a bad addict. I can't stop.
You see? Are you serious? You're playing Overwatch. Come on, you gotta go with the classics. You gotta play that. Doom.
Doom or Quake or
I did play Doom
or
on
Team
my
Fortress
Windows
2.
98. I didn't know I was playing Doom because I was 4.
Damn, dude, you're gaming. You're gaming like before anyone else. Like Jesus Christ, you got on it early.
Yeah.
Like you were gaming in the womb, man.
He's a pro gamer.
Like I only started gaming after I got out of the womb.
I came out and I was like, there's too much ping.
It's too much.
I'm getting a little too much latency here.
I've always heard that you get better reception, get better reception. Get better ping inside the womb. So the babies don't want to come out. That's why they stay in there for 9 months, but they can't really go past that. Otherwise...
They have a direct eternal link to Wi-Fi.
Yeah. It's a wired connection, man.
Most secure.
Yeah, most secure.
What about you, Pehk?
Man, that's such a vague term. I really don't have a favorite.
Here,
video game.
I smell a non-answer coming.
Okay.
That's not a non-gamer.
Non-game. All right, fine. Right now, crap. Let me see. I guess I'll just say I've been playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch.
Fair.
I've got a couple of friends that play Monster Hunter, or they have played Monster Hunter. I've heard it's pretty good. They've wanted me to get it, but I'm waiting for sale. It's like
I had some friends say, "Oh, Monster Hunter, what are you doing there?" And I was like, "You hunt monsters." And I think Brick died. Nope. He's alive.
I got one bar for some reason. Oh, it went back up 3.
Sweet.
Yeah, I guess if you want to know what games I'm playing, I mean...
We wouldn't want to know that.
No, you wouldn't know that. I've just set up my Switch, so I've been playing Mario Odyssey at 2 years after it came out, which is, a little bit late to the party, but, you get there. It's pretty fun so far.
That was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Mario Odyssey, I'm playing that. Okay, so everyone has this problem, right? So this is the classic problem on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have a whole bunch of games in your Steam library that you've never played.
Yep.
Because
The backlog, yeah.
The backlog, because you just picked up all of these games from various Steam sales throughout the years, and they've been piling up, collecting dust and cobwebs, and you silverfish get their way in there, stuff like that. So you got a collection of games that you never played. So I recently started to go through those games. One of the games that I recently completed that I bought over 2 years ago was this game called Apotheon. Have you ever played it?
No, I never.
No, what is Apotheon?
Apotheon. It's pretty fun. Honestly, it was like a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. You should pick it up. It's only $15.
All right, describe it in 3 words.
It's pretty hard. I mean, it's okay. I'm just gonna describe it the best way I can. So, it takes place in ancient Greece, right? And the whole game the whole game's art style is wonderful. It's in the style of all the characters, all the backgrounds, the style of ancient hieroglyphic writings.
I know this game.
Right?
I know what you're talking about now.
So the gods get really fucking mad at everyone, and Zeus is going crazy. He's like, "Fuck you, mortals!" And he's fucking destroying civilization, and everything. And your job is to stop the gods, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty fucking epic. Late epic gamer moment. The music is great. The soundtrack is amazing too. Yeah, I recommend it. I recommend you pick it up.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's Angry Greek Vases.
Angry Greek vases? Where'd you get the vases from?
Vases. You know, because they designed the side of their vases in that ancient Greek stick figure style.
But they
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you could say it like that. It's really action-based game. Like there's always stuff going on. It's a hard, challenging game too. If you put it on the harder difficulty, I play for the hard difficulty from the start because I'm a true gamer. I always do that.
That's a spirit. We don't got a lot of those anymore.
Yeah, that's another thing like that I fucking hate. What happened to difficulty sliders in games? Like a lot of games now, just like there's only one mode. Like there's only like the normal difficulty. There is no difficulty.
Like that game that just came out, Sicario.
I mean, that one.
It's like
the Soul style. Like this is it.
Yeah. It's like I always play on the hardest difficulty. If I want to, I want to challenge. I like challenging games, but for an already challenging game, I think you could make it a little bit easier for like I don't know people that are more casual. At least have a difficulty slider. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I like to start out as high as possible, and then when I get like stuck, like I don't want to discourage myself, or the worst thing I want to do, I don't want to cave and go online and watch how it's done. That's defeat in my eyes.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, that's fucking shameful. Like you gotta figure it out yourself. That's like
I gotta go down to Bobby mode. I gotta go Bobby mode. Change my diaper. I need a bottle.
There's the other thing where it's like there's normal difficulty, which is piss easy, and then you have the hard mode to select, but that's just normal mode. But there's no, in some games, a lot of games have that problem, so there's no game that, well, a few games that aren't really hard.
Yeah. It's like the problem with having one difficulty and not being able to change the difficulty. The game is either too hard or too easy.
Yeah.
Like, if it's too easy, you can't make it hard. If it's too hard, you can't make it easy.
There's never a true middle ground, so it's either one or the other. So it's like...
Yeah.
So, talking about difficulty, what do you guys think about... I'm noticing... so, I've got brothers that are 13 years younger than me. So, they grew up on a different generation of games. And I'm noticing they're just watching other kids play games. They're not playing them.
You mean like... Yeah, the fucking phenomenon where it's like... You watch all the popular streamers play all the new games that come out, but you never actually play them yourself.
It's like, man, that was a worthwhile experience. That saves me $60.
It's like I've talked to a person one time, and I'm like, hey, you got this new game, and they're like, yeah, it's really fun. You should get it. I'm like, have you played it? No, I've watched people play it, but I know it's fun. Like, how do you know it's fun if you haven't played it?
That's not your experience.
Yeah, that's not your experience. You might have had fun watching someone else play it, but it's...
I saw the trailer. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. It's a great
Oscar Gold. Game of the year.
Game of the year.
That's another joke.
That's another joke. Like, if we're going to talk about games that did it right, I'm sure you guys have played the Half-Life series.
Yep.
Alright, honestly, I am a huge fan of Half-Life and Portal.
I have not played it. It's in my backlog.
Played it?
No.
You haven't? Wait. The original Half-Life or all of them?
All of them.
You have all of them.
Only in memes have I played them.
Only memes. Dude, you have to get around to playing them. Like, even the first one that was made in 1998 is a masterpiece. Like, granted, Half-Life 2 did a lot of things better, but the first one, like, made in 1998, for its time, it was fucking amazing, and it still holds up to this day. Great games.
Yeah, fun fact, bring it back to Overwatch, the guys who were designing McCree said they wanted to make the gun feel like the Magnum used in Half-Life. So right there, I was a little like, oh, well, I love the way McCree plays, so maybe I'll go back to that game.
Well, it doesn't have, like, any of the other... like,
no.
But, it kind of, I guess they kind of mimic the feel of it pretty well. I mean, I played Overwatch. It's a great game. I haven't played it in a while.
Who did you main as?
Tracer. I played D.Va too. So Tracer, D.Va, and Widowmaker are the 3 I played, but I've played Tracer the most. You know, like I played Scout, and I main Scout in TF2, so it's like that's the kind of class hero play style that I kind of lean to. You know, it's always like the play style where you go really fast.
Yeah.
And you can dodge a bunch of things, but at the same time,
Tracer can be downright OP in the right hands.
In the right hands, yeah.
I've noticed in quick play, there's this little phenomenon I've noticed where you'll be playing your game, and let's say it starts going south, you're getting wrecked, you're getting steamrolled, and for the first 5-8 minutes, nobody's talking. Mm-hmm. Everyone's mute, no commute, just your hello, and then you're playing. Then as soon as the game goes south, then everyone finds their voice and wants to start crapping up the chat.
Yeah, it's like, if everyone's working in perfect synergy, then nobody really complains. But then, when the game starts going...
When one person messes up, then it's your fault.
Yeah, it's fucking... I don't know, like a Widowmaker, misses a headshot. Everyone starts getting on the microphone and trash-talking them. I mean, I've heard that the Overwatch community is kind of toxic. Is that true?
Well, they recently came out with a report saying the endorsement has reduced it by 40%. I don't know how true that is. I haven't changed what I do because, I'm not a debased individual who loses their temper. Like, when I lose my temper, I yell, I scream, but I don't do it on chat. Yeah. I do it at my dogs. Like a normal man.
No, man.
They don't know the difference. They're like, oh, this is excitement. I'm getting attention.
Yeah. You give your dogs. That's why gamers should have dogs. They yell at their computers all the time, and their dogs translate that as, "Hey, you're giving me good attention."
Plus, what I do, I'm very passive aggressive. I'll be like, man, that was a good game. I didn't know I had to play with bots though. That's new. That's a new addition. Playing with bots. Wow.
You see, I'm more straight up about it. If my team sucks, it'd be like, I'll call every single person by name and tell them exactly what they did wrong. And be like, hey, Poopy Pants 493, you fucking
Your brick report card.
How many hours do you have in this game, bro? 6 hours. Yeah, fucking uninstall the game right now. If you're not this good and you have 6 hours in the game, you might as well just fucking kill yourself and uninstall the game right now.
Damn.
That is me.
I'd uninstall the game if I was told that.
Who do you main as when you played, Pehk?
Oh, like Brick said with the Scout, with the TF2 skills transitioning to Overwatch, instead of Scout or anyone actually useful, see, I have over 300 hours as engineer played, so you can have an idea who I jump right onto.
You're not gonna get those back,
No.
Them's gone forever. The dark void.
I wear that badge with pride, but in Overwatch, everyone hates it.
Everyone hates it.
Get off Torb, you one trick.
One of the reasons why I stopped, that and I don't want to get banned for sneezing, since you can do the littlest thing, and it's you've been banned for hurting so-and-so's feelings. Oh, God damn.
Would be like, I've been sitting here all game, but I still get play of the game.
Yeah.
Don't even have to do anything, just sitting here.
It's the best.
I got another situation to pose. It's the end of the game, you lost, the other team types GG easy. How do you respond without sounding mad?
I mean, it really depends on the situation. If it was a really close match where we made them work for it, I go, yeah, that was pretty good. If it was just a raffle stomp where we couldn't do anything and it was like kicking a dead cat across the street, I just go, yeah. I would just, I just fake it and go, yeah, good game. I wouldn't,
You sound mad. You sound so upset.
I go, yeah, that was good. Nice job.
You're butt blasted.
See, that's why I hate text not being, not portraying what I'm feeling correctly, and makes me sound like a whiny little tart.
That's why we have emoticons.
So I have an emoticon. Yeah, I don't like using emoticons though. I feel like anywhere, I feel like using emoticons is a bit it's not very genuine. I'd rather use a text face, : end parenthesis, like to do a smiley face instead of an emoji smiley face. You know, just because I feel like it's more genuine. Yeah, I don't know.
I just do the cat face to everything, so people know
the cat face.
You know,
Yeah,
so people know I'm a cat.
Like, yeah, good game. Semicolon
No.
3.
Dude, that's the best way to respond to like a prick that's like doing GG easy. Just type, "Oh yeah, that was a good game." Ooh.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. All like everyone, like my 30 discords are just doing that now. It's like, what is this?
What is this? Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I'm noticing my games are just full of pansies patting each other on the back at the end. Like, good game, bro. Good game, bro. It's like, it was a shit game. You did terrible. Like, go home.
No, but it's okay. We gotta make ourselves feel good. See, take the good out of a bad situation. You do.
This is something
Carl.
I do. Pehk Brick. This is what I do. If I play a game and we lose, you don't get my endorsements. They go to the other team.
Your good boy points.
Your good boy points are forfeit.
Good boy point. That's like, okay, that's like what they've been doing nowadays. Just like giving losers fucking like participation trophies. Like, okay, yeah,
everyone has to
something.
be a winner in a game where there's obvious winners and losers. We can't have losers.
You did something. You gave it your all.
You existed. Here's
lost.
The Nobel Peace Prize.
You existed.
Yeah, on these new games on my PS4, they're just giving out achievement and trophies. I'll turn the game on. It's like achievement unlocked, logging on. I didn't do anything. Achievement unlocked. You didn't do anything for 5 minutes. Good job. Like, what?
I wish Sony was that generous with the trophies for my games. I'm still working on those.
I remember when they released the achievement system for World of Warcraft, and I was trolling the forums like, what are these achievement points get you? And they just had this roundabout way of saying, nothing. It's just to show how much time you've wasted.
Yeah, it's like your Xbox Live Gamer score. If it's bigger, that means you're better.
Later on, the achievements unlocked like mounts and trophies and titles, but some of them are just for show.
Like, honestly, I'm alright with that. Like, it gives me, as long as they're challenging. Like, if you give me challenging achievements, I don't care if I really get any in-game items or anything. Just like, get the satisfaction of doing something that I know was challenging is good enough for me. But it has to be challenging. It can't be these bullshit achievements like walk 500 paces. Like, no.
Or complete this chapter.
I would walk 500 miles.
God damn it.
Not calling that achievement Proclaimer. Why even try?
It's like it's like the stupid achievements that are like the grindy ones. That's another thing. I really hate grindy games. It's not like they're bad. I just can't get into them.
Yeah. Like World of Warcraft artificially makes their grind last longer than a month, so you have to subscribe longer.
Yeah.
Like you'll have a quest that you have to complete, it's like 14 days, and then there's another set of quests that you have to complete within 14 days. But then you're like trying to raid, and it's like, I don't have time to be on WoW for 6 hours every day.
That's bullshit.
It's like, can't I just do a fun, engaging quest line and at the end of it get my reward?
No, what you can do instead is instantly buy yourself to the end game and not play the game at all.
Oh, that's what Devil May Cry 5 is doing a little bit. There's this basically to get a final move set for the character.
Yeah. You
can grind 3 million orbs, or you can pay Capcom $20 and get it. So the grind for the orbs, like you can play probably for 2 weeks and get 50,000.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
So I'm not a huge fan of that. It's an indirect way of saying it's like, hey, we're gonna not give you this content and you have to pay for it, even though you already gave us $60. We want more.
Yeah, fucking. Wait, hold on. Yeah, like. I can't even start on microtransactions. Like, this microtransactions ruin games.
Yeah,
like it's all right if it's like
Witcher 3 levels of DLC, which are a whole damn new game.
Yeah. I just feel like it's like it's not even worth talking about because it's so obviously ruins the gaming experience. TF2 did it right. With Valve, TF2 did it right because it was hats, right? Yeah. It was you pay for hats. You would pay for maybe weapons, but you could get the weapons easily just by playing the game on.
Yeah, and you do the achievements sometimes.
And you can do the achievements, yeah. And they did it right, and they still managed to get a lot of money from doing that. Like people, if they like the game enough, people are.
They got to stop making video games. It was so successful.
Exactly. And now, they're doing it with CS:GO and all their other games. I don't know if they're doing it in Dota. Maybe they have a similar thing going on there, but I don't know much about that. I haven't really played Dota. Either. But, even fucking... Okay, like, Overwatch kind of confused me a bit with this, because you have to pay for the game. The base game you have to pay for $40, and then, while you're already in the game, you could still pay for skins and stuff like that. I don't get that. Like,
I will say this, I'm at a point in Overwatch where I'm getting duplicates all the time now. But what I do like is that they do free updates. You get free maps. All the heroes are free after you pay your initial price. And the skins are a little bit like, it's just something to kind of look forward to as you keep playing.
Yeah.
See, I just wish, there was another option instead of like gambling, like you could buy the skin directly, but it costs a little more. Like, at least give me that.
You can.
Yeah, like
with gold, you can buy whichever skin that's not an event skin directly.
Well, I mean, I want event skins too. Like,
you can buy event skins, but you got to be playing during the event to buy it.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're getting any more events. So they're kind of in this little bit of a limbo with events now.
They're just gonna recycle Halloween, Sports Fest.
Although I love Lucio Ball. That's legit. Lucio. I could play just that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Brick, are you looking forward to any upcoming games? Any definitely I'm gonna buy, maybe even pre-orders?
I've never pre-ordered a game.
Good practice.
Just because I like to wait until it comes out, because I don't want to be what I call No Man's Sky, the No Man's Sky effect, where it was like everyone was hyped up for the game, the developers were hyping it up, and straight up lying about
it's gonna change the industry.
It's gonna change the industry, and then it was a flop. I knew a guy who was like, so excited for No Man's Sky. He's been telling me about it. You're like, this is gonna be great, Infinite Worlds. Oh my god, this is gonna be great.
Multiplayer, and then there wasn't.
Yeah, multiplayer, and I'm like, no, don't pre-order it. People are saying people are gonna have people are having lower expectations. Like there are doubts. Like, it sounds too good to be true. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pre-order. I'm like, okay. Then he gets like, okay. After it actually came out, he didn't want to be wrong, so he like defended his position. He's like, they're gonna update the game and make it better. Don't worry about it. The later updates are gonna make it better. And then, like, what happened? A year or two
later, updates will fix it.
Yeah, a year or two later, they finally updated and made it better, right? Now it's actually kind of playable. But It was far too late. The other game that came out recently that was kind of like that was Anthem. I heard a lot about Anthem, and I'm like, nope, this is going to be like No Man's Sky.
After Andromeda, who in their right mind was thinking, yeah, Anthem's going to be great?
I forgot about Andromeda.
I had a friend, another friend, who pre-ordered it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Don't give EA money.
First of all, this is EA.
Actually, No, go ahead. Sorry.
Then he's like defending EA. He's like, but they're just the publisher. They're just the publisher. They're not the developers.
Right, they publish the game. That's how it gets to you.
That's how it gets to you. That's still EA, bro. So I'm like, yeah, I just explained this to him. It's like, dude, don't pre-order this. There are a lot of red flags going up. And he's like, no, I already did it, bro. I already did it. No, I can't go back now. I'm like, okay.
Sure you can.
You can't. But okay. Then it actually comes out. And I messaged him, how's the game? He's like, it sucks.
Yep.
So it's like, I'm like, okay, there you go.
Wouldn't play it if you gave me a free review copy. I re-gift it to my brothers, and they probably wouldn't play it.
What are you looking forward to, Kahl? Any games?
I'm looking forward to so many games, but particularly, we're talking a couple of years in the future. Hindsight on future Cyberpunk. That is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I mean, the guys who made CD Projekt Red is probably our time's version of Valve. They just make good games.
I don't think I've played many games from them.
You should don't play Witcher 1 and 2 because in Witcher 1, they kind of try to reinvent combat with a weird mouse and click. It was garbage. The story's nice, but you can just honestly get right into Witcher 3. It's cheap as hell, and it's a really good game. If you like RPGs and you like medieval themes, it's really good. The lore alone for the Witchers, it's so immersive.
Makes you feel like The Witcher.
And the expansion Blood and Wine, that was a really cool expansion. It's kind of based in the medieval French era, but it's its own timeline. And you just kind of go around killing these monsters, and all these monsters have different backgrounds for what they do. There's an aborted fetus monster.
Oh, that's good.
That sounds pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's another monster who collects spoons. And you fight him on top of a mountain of spoons.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, and then the vampires are pretty dope. That's pretty much what Blood and Wine's a big vampire themed expansion. Hearts of Stone, it was basically it's the genie gives you 3 wishes type of thing. And I just thought the main character besides yourself was a little weak. It wasn't my favorite, but Blood and Wine, worth a play.
I'll keep it in mind, yeah.
Yeah. And basically what Cyberpunk is, it's that, but with guns.
Intriguing.
So I'm a really big Mass Effect fan, and I just haven't had that fix in a while. Because Mass Effect 3 was disappointing, Andromeda, not worth it, Anthem, total dead on arrival. So I'm really hoping Cyberpunk brings it to give me my RPG shooter fix.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind because it sounds really good. What's it called? I'm gonna I was gonna be like open the Steam app and add it to my wish list, but I realized I didn't have Steam open. I don't want to wait for it to open.
Yeah, they recently released a video in Cyberpunk. You instead of in Witcher you get a horse. In this you get a car. And the car can fly in 3 dimensions. So you're just zooming around skyscrapers and this big city. And you feel like you can go anywhere and do anything. It's people refer to it as the only complaint I've seen is people don't like how there's a sun.
What?
I know, like they say, no, Cyberpunk, it's always nighttime. No sunlight. I'm like, it's based in Los Angeles. How can you not have sunlight?
Does the sun really shine over there, though?
I've never been, so I can't confirm. We're all East Coast guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So who needs to go to the West Coast?
West Coast.
Who needs the West Coast? Fuck them. Alienating your viewers.
So, Brick, so primarily your channels, you do a lot of streaming.
Streaming on my channel?
Yeah.
I don't stream. I did a couple in the past when I was like a little bit more active on YouTube, but my video output has slowed down. I don't really stream. I never really streamed very much. I do.
Do you do pre-recordings and then post them?
Yeah. That's mostly what I've done. Just pre-recordings, posted them, edited videos. I haven't really streamed though. I've been thinking about doing that though. Honestly,
it's a grind.
I mean, it is a grind. It's fun though. I have slowed down, as I said, in like recent months. Have slowed down videos, and a lot of stuff I've been making is like memes and like edits. But I have thought a lot about putting more effort in my channel again, and doing more of the videos that I used to do, where it was kind of like those, like recordings, and editing like that. Like, I'm really proud of some of my videos in the past. Like, I watched my videos and I'm like, wow, these are fucking great. How come I don't make this shit anymore?
What would be the number one video if I was to recommend your channel? What would be the number one video to recommend? And we will link it in this video down below, folks.
I would say, well, my most popular video got over 10. My most popular like gaming video like that got over 10,000 views.
Nice.
Just recently, actually, it was the one I did about Masked Forces, which is the shitty game by the shitty company, and I honestly love that video. I don't know what my favorite video would be, but link that video because it's definitely up there. Honestly, that one kind of stands the test of time.
Masked Forces?
Masked Forces, yeah. It's...
You'll have to link that to me.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely watch it in its entirety.
Yeah, it's like a 10 to 12 minute video. Like, it's great, though. Every single minute.
Yeah, that's kind of my morning routine. I put on a short YouTube video. I drink my coffee. And so it'll probably be my next morning video.
Next morning video. Yeah, it'll be worth it. What's it called? Yeah, so this company Freeze Nova that made that video, they made like 4 of those games, 4 Masked Forces, and they did a different series called Masked Shooters, and they made like 3 of those. So my original plan, I made a follow-up video to that about Masked Shooters 2, but I didn't know there was Masked Shooters 1, so I didn't play that. So my original plan was to play all the games, but I never got around to doing it. I am going to do that soon enough. I'm finally gonna get around to doing that, and I'm gonna jumpstart my channel again. I don't know what the exact.
I'm gonna hold you to it because in the future we're gonna need future collaborators.
Yeah.
Active community members. If I go onto your channel a month from now, 2 months from now, and it's like, he's dead. And no, this is what I'll see sometimes. I go into a channel and the latest video is an apology video. Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. I ain't apologizing to nobody. It's like life happens.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, can I ask you a question? How did you find my channel originally? What video?
I'm glad you asked. So, YouTube does not allow me, to my knowledge, to look for anyone by like subscriber count or view count.
Yeah.
They just plug whatever algorithm they want to plug. So there's this really cool website called YouTube Crawler that basically it's just an advanced search. They pull from the data that YouTube posts, and you're able to search by most recent video, number of subscribers. So we were looking for someone, we didn't want our outreach to someone who's got 1 million subscribers because they're probably too busy to even read our email, to be honest. So we were looking for someone a little closer to our subscriber count that might have a little bit more time to sit down and do a podcast with us.
Yeah, I got that time.
We got brick time.
Yeah, it's I got time.
My nickname in high school was actually Brick.
Was it? I don't remember that.
Well, it was because I was on the basketball team.
Were you?
He gets it.
I
Pehk's like, I don't get it.
I don't
understand.
You don't get it.
See, like we went to high school, and I don't remember this at all. Like, this is new to me.
You know the first time I met Pehk, you know how we kind of our first conversation was about?
No.
I don't even
It
remember.
was he was wearing the same shorts I had.
Oh my god, that's right.
And I was like, dude, nice shorts.
Like, oh, thanks.
What a way to start a conversation. Hey, we were wearing the same shorts, bro. Yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Friendship acquired.
Oh, I'm just stretching. All right. So, I think we're going to wrap things off.
Whoa, hey.
Off.
No one asked me what I was looking forward
No
to.
one cares about you.
Well,
No one fucking cares.
Well, I guess.
No Dark Souls. Ugh. PS4 is doing their Nintendo version of directing.
Oh, yeah.
They call it the State of Gaming today.
State of play. More like State of Decay.
You know what? Before we stop, you guys want to see if they announced anything? And we'll do a live reaction.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay.
What time
There you
does
go.
that even start?
Let's see if it started. If so, because I was told Monday. It was 31 minutes ago.
Well, I can't wait for the nothing that was announced.
All the announcements.
Actually, if they give me a release date for the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, then I'll be satisfied, because that's the only game I'm looking forward to this year. Someone asked.
Iron Man VR announced.
Wow. Hoo-wee.
We can all be Robert Downey Jr.
I mean,
and do so many drugs.
Great.
Oh, No Man's Sky VR.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
We're not done. We're not done. Five Nights at Freddy's VR.
Are you?
Help wanted.
Excuse me!
That's hilarious.
Excuse me! This lineup sounds like it's gonna fucking suck!
I thought the Nindies Direct was bad.
This is terrible!
Oof.
Keep reading.
VR, though.
Keep reading.
What else is there?
So it's still updating. Then I think they go into an in-depth look at Days Gone, the biker zombie
That still
game.
isn't out yet?
It's coming out.
Yeah, that was like announced 4 years ago.
I know.
Not as bad as Valve time.
And then they talk more about Mortal Kombat 11.
Uh-huh.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Any character announcements there? No.
I'm not a fan of Mortal Kombat.
I mean, it'd make the Direct more interesting.
I didn't play Mortal Kombat 10. I just watched a movie of it, basically. I did the same for Injustice, because they make the best cinematic stories. I love them. But right now, that's all they got.
That's
3 VR games.
3 VR games, 2 of which are going to suck right off the bat. The Iron Man game, I have no idea what to expect from that.
I wanted an Iron Man version of Spider-Man. Someone posted a really convincing screenshot of what it would look like, and I was like, yo, that's not a bad idea.
Not bad.
Can you call Marvel and kind of get, like, do you gotta wait for Avengers to release before you can do anything? I don't know. We haven't gotten a good Iron Man game ever.
Yeah.
Spider-Man gets all the games.
Yeah, everyone loves Spider-Man.
Man.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 4. Did they make Spider-Man 5? I don't know. We got pizza. We got the pizza time, the pizza theme.
I'll tell you what. You know who should make an Iron Man game? Whoever made Anthem. Just forget whatever they're trying to do. Just take the flying around in suits, make you Iron Man.
That's basically you're basically playing Iron Man.
There you go. I just made them $3 billion. I'll expect my check in the mail. Don't make it to call, make it to cash.
Wait. Okay, wait. I'm thinking about 5 Nights at Freddy's VR. I'm thinking about Five Nights at Freddy's VR right now.
Day one buy.
How is that going to work? Like, Five Nights at Freddy's, you don't like this.
You're in a room, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're just looking around.
It makes sense, I guess. I guess, yeah, all right.
Apparently that was it.
Guess it makes sense. All right, like whatever. I'll try. I'll see we'll see what happens. It sounds like it could be.
It could be a fun, spooky Halloween game if I was 12.
If I was 12, you know, I now I'm thinking about No Man's Sky. I guess on paper that sounds all right. It might get boring though.
It'll be boring in VR.
In VR, yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like putting a game like No Man's Sky into VR wouldn't really change it very much.
So the stream is now over from Sony. See if there was any remaining reveals. But no, it looks like they. Yeah, it looks like they just went more into Mortal Kombat and Days Gone. Like they announced a DLC character I'm unfamiliar with, Tu Song, or never heard of him. And I guess they're showing off old school versus new school in Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, and their Ghosts of Tsushima, their like new video game that's actually a movie coming out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, and Death Stranding from Kojima.
Oh yeah, that's on its way.
On its way.
The pacing of a dead sloth is that development.
Yeah. Daryl, do something, Daryl.
And they're not gonna be at E3. Like they're not gonna be at E3 this year. Them and EA. So we got the what do we got to look forward to? I mean, Nintendo has their Direct thing. I don't know what Sony and E3 are doing otherwise.
I imagine they'll do another State of Play. Just make it around E3 so they don't have to go and put on a show for people. Because nobody liked it last year.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad when Xbox and what was it, Activision had a little more engaging conference than Sony did. Oh man, Xbox is like, man, this we're at E3. In fact, we're the only ones at E3 this year. I never realized how empty this was. Kind of lonely, but yeah.
But yeah, that's it. So nothing groundbreaking. The Iron Man's the only interesting thing. I'd like to see a not VR game of that.
Yeah.
VR chat, the only VR experience I'll ever need.
Yeah, VR chat's not that bad.
No, it's pretty good.
No,
it's not that bad.
Not bad.
It's fun.
Yeah, I've sunk like over 100 hours. I've sunk like 200 hours into it actually. Like I just lose track of time when I'm in that game.
Right. You just click with that right group of people, and it's
and that's how video games should be. Exactly. You should just lose track.
Yeah, I really should play more VR games because I don't know. I feel like I should be using my VR headset a bit more than I do now. Like the only games I've really been playing were like VR chat. I played Rec Room, which is I guess kind of fun. Other than that, really not much. I do have some in my library though, so I'm going to get around to playing those. Probably do Climby.
Right on. So, I think we're going to sign off here, but before we do, Pehk, is there anything you'd like to say?
There's not, well, other than thank you, Brick, for stopping by, and honestly, like, I think we should do a lot more things, like play some games or something together, do a little more collabing, because...
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Alright, dude. So, this is Pehk and Kahl and Brick signing off.
Take care.
See ya.